Start streaming on YouTube. And that's it. We should be live now on YouTube. Hello, YouTube peeps. Hello, everyone. Oh, my days. That was effort. My game has had so many problems that I've had to try and fix. But I think I've fixed them all now. And we should be here ready now to go and do some Neuming in the Force India at Spain. I'm sorry for the long wait. Is this YouTube's fault, or is this your PC just absolute shit on a desk? I mean, YouTube fucked up one way, and oh my days. Well, that's a great way to start this practice session, isn't it? Holy fuck. Yeah, YouTube fucked up by... The stream said it was going to start at 11:30 today, Wednesday, rather than midnight, which I was planning to the first time I pushed it back. Yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only way that YouTube fucked up. But yeah, basically, it's a combination of my PC, which crashed twice, I believe, and the game being corrupt somehow. The game corrupted somehow. I don't know why. I don't know how. But it's a carry-on from the problems we had yesterday when the game decided to crash for no reason. So I've had to wait for it to I've had to reinstall files and shit, and then having my PC crash at the same time. It was a lot of fun. But yes, hello guys, how we doing? We all good? I'm sorry for the wait. I will read some comments in a minute. I'm just trying to get used to the track. I went on my chat yesterday after the stream, and I can't find anything in the settings to stop, I don't know if, because the program I use, which is called Restream, which allows me to stream to both Twitch and YouTube, and then have a combined chat, it's like a freemium service, so it's free, but there are better perks if you pay. So I don't know if that's the reason, I have to pay to be able to edit some of the stuff in my chat, but it just seems like now it just seems like it filters out shit that involves swearing, basically, which is annoying. But yeah, yeah, hey, Chust and Emir, you're the other two in the chat at the moment, but hi, how you guys doing? You're literally the only reason I stay up at 1:40 AM. Frick! Now I can't swear in the chat! I know, it's the worst. It's the worst kind of punishment, right? I thought Donald Trump as president was bad, but I mean, this is just awful. Yeah, okay, we didn't completely fuck up that bit. I didn't come on yesterday's stream because I thought you were watching the United game. Yeah, I decided not to, and I guess it was a good thing I decided not to, hey! Fucking 3-0. Mourinho's Red Army! Mourinho's Red Army! I am thinking of, do you guys think it's a good idea for me to do, highlights of the race and post that as a video? I'm thinking of going back to the previous 4 streams, and this one, after this stream, and just doing, little race highlight videos. Just for, casuals to watch. And those race highlight videos might attract more people to the live streams. Maybe. That's kind of my thought process behind it. Because, people will see the F1 2018 career mode thing, and be like, oh, that's interesting, and then watch the highlight reels, and then they might decide, hey, I actually want to watch these videos. Oh my god, that is difficult. Damn, man. Alright, there we go. We saved our tyres enough. We had enough pace on that lap to not have to worry too much about the tyre tings. This is a violation of freedom of speech! Mourinho's Red Army, Soviet anthem intensifies. I mean, you could post highlights, but it wouldn't get a lot of views. Yes, I wouldn't mind highlights, to be honest. Do F1 Career Mode series. So, yeah, what it would be is it would literally just be highlights of the streams. But like as a series, because I don't I don't want to be doing two different series of F1. What it will be is this will be the series, just highlights of this is the series, and then, you know, the actual races are done live. Because I feel like that adds a bit more integrity to it. Because Amir, I know you don't watch F1 or F1 gameplay, or at least I imagine you don't watch any F1 gameplay other than this. Wow, we were not fast, but then again we were on mediums, and
practice times
I
are on
only
the
did
board
2
then,
laps. But yeah, so a lot of guys that, or the main one, Arava. I watch Arava's career mode series, and he does like a post-com. And obviously this is live com, and you see me playing the game live right now, so you know what you're watching is authentic, and it's actually what's happening. And it's not like I hide anything. You guys know, like, I will show you right now what the game settings are on. If I go, these are the assists that I've got on. So I've got medium traction control, an automatic gearbox, an automatic pit assist. Oh, and automatic ERS. But I have no braking assist and no anti-lock brakes. ABS, basically. So yeah, I've got no braking assist, no ABS, and I've got medium traction control, because if I had no traction control, I would just spin out everywhere, and that wouldn't be fun. And the race settings, I do want to up the difficulty a bit. But there, you can see it's on 100. I don't have flashbacks on. I've got vehicle damage on full, you know. So, it just adds a bit more authenticity to it. You can see what's happening live. I don't hide anything. I'm not scripting the streams. What happens in the races actually happens. I don't like crash out and you guys, and then I don't crash out and then restart it because I've crashed out. You guys saw me crash out in Australia, so you know. I watch Ben is his name. I can't TMRT Marduk. Yeah. I follow, I am sub to him, because I watched his F1 2006, the F1 Championship Edition series. I haven't watched his F1 2018 career mode yet, but yeah, like, I didn't actually have a look at weather. It's raining! Fuck's sake! It's raining in practice, it's not gonna rain in qualifying, and it's not gonna rain in the race. It's fucking raining! Oh! We're gonna go out and qualify in the rain, fuck it. He's an F1 YouTuber. On my phone now, my PC killed itself. Oh, okay. That's fun. So, yeah, like, most that I've seen usually do a post-commentary. Whereas I'm doing live commentary, and it's live right now. So, you know, like I say, it just adds a bit more believability to it. Because I know that's a thing that a lot of people, like, blame Arava for, is that a lot of people believe that he scripts his videos, and he definitely scripts, like, his non-career mode videos. I know that. I'm not too sure if he scripts his... If he does actually script his career mode videos. He might do. But that's the thing, you don't know. Whereas, with me, you know. I have no grip. Oh my god. I was reading your... Fuck you, Amir, you can't be mod. I was reading your comment and it made me do that. That is the only reason that you're not allowed to be mod. Because I almost crashed because of you. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Were you mod at one point? I feel like you were mod at one point, and I took mod away from you. I'll give you mod, Amir, just cause like you do show up to like almost every single stream, so I'll give you mod. Remind me at some point. Maybe I'll do it after the practice. And I'll frick you! Fucking hell, this is difficult in the wet. And boom, okay. We did what we needed to there. What does a mod do? Someone explain. Yeah, I was mod, but you took it away because I made a joke. Oh! You made a joke! You think you can make jokes in this stream? You think this stream has human rights? Well, you're fucking wrong! I don't know, maybe it was a really bad joke. Frick you, boy! Yo! Pedro! How's it going? Bans people that break the stream rules. Mods get the spanner next to their name. Yep, mods are spanners. No, it's not. It's way too easy. I went to kart on Sunday. 5th best of the session. Not bad at all. 5th best? 5th best? 1 out of 5 people? Damn, Pedro! That is awful. No, that's cool, man. I have not been karting in years. The only time I've ever been go-karting was when I went on holiday to Turkey, like 6 years ago. But it was so fucking fun. I loved it. I only raced like 2 of my sisters and my dad, and I fucking annihilated all 3 of them. Considering at the time I was, what, 6 years ago? 15, 14 years old, something like that. And my dad had been driving almost his entire life, you know. So he actually knew how to drive stuff. I did not, and I absolutely thrashed him. Like, I lapped everyone. Seriously, driving in the rain here is fucking difficult. Oh, Wolves won today? Was it a Carabao Cup game? Who were Wolves playing in the Carabao Cup? That corner is hard, man. Boom. We're a second off of Raikkonen in terms of pace. Oh my... Fuck! I need to stop reading your fucking comments! Fuck's sake! Ah! It's always your guys' fault. It's not my fault. It's your guys' fault. Fuck you guys. Oh my days. I always try to read at that point! Fuck's sake, I'll read whatever there is. Yes, against Sheffield Wednesday. West Ham also won, Norwich won. I know Berahino scored. Like, for the first time in fucking years. Against, Huddersfield.
That was no good. We needed to improve on that.
Fuck's sake, man. Why? Reading is bad for you. Never read, guys. It's a trap, okay? Reading is a trap. I was almost gonna freaking read again then. Reading is bad, okay? Oh my gosh. This is why you shouldn't learn to read, kids. Exactly! Okay.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data.
That was okay, I guess. See, we're not really learning anything from this session. Because it's wet. Like, all we're gonna... We're not even gonna learn about fuel. This practice session, we're literally just doing this practice session to get the resource points. Because we learn nothing about the race by driving in the wet. If it's gonna be a dry race, all of the information we're getting right now doing these laps is gonna be meaningless. Ay, ay, ay. Damon, you have read it? No, I don't have Reddit. I'm not one of the cool I just called people on Reddit cool kids. Yeah, I don't have Reddit. It's just not something I've ever really got into. I don't even really understand how Reddit works, to be honest. I know there's like threads. That's about it. You got like Fred Flintstone, Fred from Scooby-Doo, Freddy Krueger. That joke's actually not even funny. I feel like the track's getting drier with each lap we do. So... Yeah! That was a bad corner. I bet we're still going to go faster on this lap though, because this track is starting to feel pretty dry. Like, there's still, you can still visibly see water on track. But... like, yeah, I think that was the fastest lap we set. Let's return to garage. Well, you have subreddits, and then people make posts on those, and people comment on them and leave a rating. Do a cancer stream tomorrow or soon. I'll probably, like I said before, I'll do a cancer stream like every week. So the next cancer stream will probably be the same day as the last cancer stream. When was the last cancer stream I did? I can't remember. But yeah, it'll probably be like the same day. I think we actually only need to do one practice program out of the practice programs we've got. I think we only need one more practice program to be done. Yeah. Okay. So I could do that now and skip Q, and skip P... Oh, no! Oh, no! Okay, so P3 is going to be wet. It's going to dry up right at the end. But I don't think we get that long for P3. I am going to wait till P3 anyway, just because we get extra resource points for doing an extra session.
There, then.
So we'll just wait anyway. Basically, a more sophisticated image board. Yes, do more reaction streams. Oi, make me mod now. Des, considering you like racing, what's your thoughts on NASCAR? I've never watched NASCAR. Like, having never watched NASCAR, it seems like it's not as, like, it seems more boring than most other race series, because the majority of the time I'm just gonna make a mere mod. The majority of the time they're racing on like oval tracks, rather than like an actual racetrack. So yeah, you know, it's not. But like I say, I've never watched it, so I can't speak from personal experience. And there you go, Amir. You are now a mood of the chat. So yeah, like I know that there's definitely more action in NASCAR in terms of overtaking because everyone's so close and they're in almost exactly the same cars. So NASCAR is just it's just boneless F1. Ah yeah, I have some boneless F1. I love me some of that boneless F1. Yeah, it just seems like a more, oh, Jesus! It just seems like a more boring race series in comparison to most other race series. The thing with NASCAR also is, as far as I'm aware, the majority of drivers, yeah, the majority of drivers are American. Whereas in F1, I think the most represented country is France, maybe? Wait, can we have a look right now? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What is the most represented country in F1 at the moment? I think it's France. Yeah. Yeah, the most represented country currently in F1 is France, because you've got Ocon, Grosjean, and Gasly. And then you've got Leclerc, who's Monegasque. So you've got 3 French drivers, and then you've got 2 Spaniards, 2 Germans, Vettel and Hülkenberg, 2 Finns, Bottas and Raikkonen, and then I think everyone else is from a different nation. So yeah, it's really diverse. Like, it didn't used to be. At one point, there were, like, 5 German drivers. So there's been, I think, at some point, there was 4 British drivers as well. I know there was recently 3 British drivers. Because you had Button, Di Resta, Hamilton, and then you've had Button, Palmer, Hamilton. But yeah, like, the fact that the most represented country has just 3 drivers shows you the diversity of F1. Saying that, there when I say about diversity, I mean, you're right, F1 is 80% European. Mainly because places like America prefer their home sports, which is America's very restrict. What's the way of putting it? They're very home orientated in terms of sport. Like, the majority of countries will play sport that is played worldwide, e.g., football, cricket, stuff like that. Whereas Americans will play sport that is mostly played in America. American football, baseball. Basketball is the only sport that's really a worldwide sport that America are known for. And even then, the biggest basketball league is in America. So, tribalism. It's not exactly tribalism. That's not the word I was looking for. Tribalism. But it's like they're just like sticking to home. It's like the redneck version of F1. F1 is 80% European. F1 is basically the Racing Champions League. It basically is the Champions League of racing, isn't it? I mean, how many non-Europeans have you got? You've got Daniel Ricciardo, Brendan Hartley, Lance Stroll. You've got 3 non-Europeans. So, you know. But, I mean, when you look at some of these countries, a lot of them, like, Spain, until Fernando Alonso, Spain wasn't really known for F1. So, you know. Canada, not really a massive F1 place. I mean, you've had Gilles Villeneuve, Jacques Villeneuve, and now Lance Stroll, but not a lot of talent from there. The last American driver, I think, Rossi from America? I can't remember his full name, but Rossi was an American driver who drove in F1 most recently, but the one that I remember is Scott Speed. Yeah.
Okay, some quick lap times are now being posted. It's getting faster out there.
Get these French out of my F1! I mean, technically, racing itself... Well, yeah, racing itself, in terms of motor racing, originated in France. That's exactly why it's called a Grand Prix, because it's French. So France is the home of Grand Prix racing, so I guess it kind of makes sense to have a majority French, like, not a majority French, but the biggest participant is French drivers. At one point there were 0 French drivers, like a couple years ago. Until Romain Grosjean came back, there were like no French drivers in the sport. Yeah, Americans don't want any of that foreign shit. I think with America, anything that Americans aren't good at, they tend to have a dislike for. For real, why do Americans like American football? It's the shittest sport. I've only ever caught tiny bits of the Super Bowl, but having played the, NFL, is it? It is NFL, isn't it? Having played the NFL, game, it's like you get interrupted by ads a fucking lot, and that's in the game, not even in the fucking, not even like IRL. So, like, imagine having your sport interrupted by ads every 5 seconds. That's a problem with, like, American sport is so monetized. Like, F1 is a monetized sport, but it's not, a lot of the time it's not intrusive. Like football, most monetization in football isn't intrusive. Like, you'll have, like, maybe a cup competition named after a sponsor, e.g. the Carabao Cup. Or you'll have, like, shirt sponsors. And a lot of the time, shirt sponsors add to the design of a shirt. So, but, like, in America, the commentators have to stop every couple of minutes. There we go, that's what I was trying to say. To, like, do some advertisement. And this is the Dunk Cam, sponsored by Gatorade. Like, every part of American sport has to be monetized, and it's fucking, it gets so in the way. I guess if you're American and you're used to that, it's fine. But, like, when you've grown up watching sports in Europe, and you don't have that kind of stuff in your face all the time during sport, then having it thrown in your face by America, it's really fucking noticeable. There we go. That's all I wanted to do in this session. American football is like regular football, but you can use your hands and you have a higher chance of getting brain damage. I mean, there's a pretty big chance of getting brain damage in association football, because there's been a lot of research done where they've proven that heading the ball a lot can lead to severe brain damage. So if you're like a defender or a classic target man, you know, you're in for health problems.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three: Hamilton, Raikkonen, and Carlos.
That's the word I was looking for. Isolation. Americans, when it comes to sport, Americans isolate themselves. That's what I was looking for. That's the wording I needed. Yeah, Americans isolate themselves when it comes to sport.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? First in the championship. How does that feel?
I'm humbled to be ahead of so many talented... It feels like coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming.
In the wet.
F1's coming home. She still handles like a dream. I'm gonna go with that one.
Appreciate your time.
Yo, James Shaw, how's it going? Rugby is brutal. Rugby is fucking brutal. Like, rah. I was always shit scared of rugby at school. Cause, you know, like, you always have those dickheads in your class. And you just know that the dickheads are going to take advantage of you playing rugby and try to actually hurt you on purpose. Which isn't the point of rugby. I know a lot of people might think it is, but it's not. But, like, it looks brutal, but that's because it is brutal. Like, if they wanted to purposely hurt you, they would in rugby. So, yeah. I'm not a massive rugby fan, but I don't hate rugby at all. Like, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat! Well, given the laps we ran in testing, you probably already know everything there is to know. I didn't mention turns 8 and 9. 8 and 9, 7 and 9, the car is going to try and sweep ends. Yep, okay. Yep, cool. Good to hear you guys are talking shit. So, having a look at our power unit, our engine is pretty fucking worn. Like, our engine is on 65%. I am, like, this track isn't engine heavy, so I'm gonna keep it on that for now. What's our control electronics isn't bad. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on all the first engine components for now, because this track isn't, like, demanding on the engine. And the next track, Monaco, which I am absolutely shit at, isn't demanding either. So we should make it to Canada, and then we can get a new engine in. America just likes to pretend the rest of the world doesn't exist sometimes. Wait, who invented F1? Was us Brits? I'm not entirely sure. I believe it was like an amalgamation of people, because the first F1 series was competed in by a lot of different teams, a lot of different drivers. Grand Prix racing itself is a French invention. And the first ever F1 race was held in England at Silverstone. But I mean, you had teams like Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, Mercedes, a lot of different manufacturers from over the world came to compete in F1 when it first started. So, I think it's an amalgamation of people from different countries. Rugby was shite at school because you had to shower in freezing cold showers, seeing your mate's willy next to you. Yeah, we didn't we didn't have to do that. Are rugby and American football two different sports? Because over here we just call American football rugby. Yeah, it's a different sport. Like, American football is really stop-start. Like, rugby is kind of stop-start, but for different reasons. Rugby, like, American football, you can chuck the ball forward. Rugby, you can pass the ball back. You can't throw the ball forward in rugby. It always has to go backwards. And you're not just, like, tackling people for the sake of tackling them. I'm pretty sure in rugby it's illegal to tackle someone who hasn't got the ball. So, thank God we don't play rugby, we just play the real football. Which F1 driver would you like to see have a punch-up? I'd say Kimi and Hamilton. Kimi doesn't look like the fighting type, though. Kimi doesn't look like he'd be good at fighting. Hamilton seems like he's an aggressive guy, so I think Hamilton would definitely get in a punch-up with someone if there was, like, the opportunity. We're gonna advance to qualifying. Who would I like to see get in a punch-up?
Here we are at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for the start of today's qualifying session. It won't be long now until we're ready to join the action down at the trackside.
Maybe Hamilton and Ricciardo. Hamilton because he seems like he'd be aggressive. Like, Hamilton seems like the kind of guy who would get in a punch-up with people. But Ricciardo is he's pretty tall, isn't he, Ricciardo? Like, compared to most of the drivers on the grid, Ricciardo's a somewhat tall guy. And I really like Daniel Ricciardo because he's quite funny and quite enjoyable. Like, when he speaks. So, but he, like, just the size of him, I think that would be quite funny. Sergei Sorokin, probably because he's Russian. So yeah, that's a weird question, but yeah.
It never gets any easier.
Kimi just gets pissed off with interview. Yeah, but like Kimi is passive aggressive. I love how passive aggressive Kimi is. Like, someone will ask him a question and he'll just give a one-word answer and that'll be it. He'll walk off. So I don't think he's like physically aggressive. NFL would be so much better if it was free-flowing, like, literally so much better. Like, yeah, that's what puts me off American football, is the stop-startiness of it. If it always has to go backwards, how the fuck do you get points? So, what it is you have to try and score a try. So, it's like having a goal. So, you've got a goal here and a goal here, but the goal is, like, the entire pitch. It's the entire width of the pitch. If you get the ball onto the floor in that area, that is a try. So basically, you've got to run it into that area. But you can't pass forward, you always have to pass backwards. So people go to the side, like that. And you run into the try area. Somewhat like a touchdown, but for a touchdown, you literally just have to be in that area. For a try, the ball has to hit the floor. And then after you score a try, you get to take a conversion, which is the H-shaped goal, like this. And you have to kick the ball in that top H. For the try to get a conversion, and then you get extra points. I know that seems kind of complicated. That's probably why rugby isn't as popular as football, because football is so simple. Here is ball. Kick ball into goal. Done. Mwah, bwah, Kimmy's favourite words. I enjoy Kimmy. Hey, I don't know if this is a good idea, but can you do a stream again where you go on eBay and people suggest things to search and you and you buy them for the memes? I don't have the money to do that. When people pay me on Patreon, plug, I might do that. But until that time, no. Only one person can pass it. Once you receive it, you can't pass. If you have to run... If you have it, you have to run it. Oh, yeah, in rugby anyone can pass. So what, in American football, only one person can pass? Oh, is it the quarterback? Is the quarterback the only person allowed to pass the ball in American football? That's mad. I know that in American football they have like kicks as well. They have kicks that go as well, but I know that kickers aren't popular in America. Okay, guys, I know I don't usually do this for qualifying, but where are we gonna qualify? I wanna see your. I realized that we left that quite late, and we're only gonna get this one lap, in Q1, but we should get through unless we fuck up here, which we don't. Yeah, where are we gonna qualify? I know I usually just ask that for the race, but I'm gonna ask it for qualifying this time around. So. Where are we going to qualify? And then after qualifying, I'll ask you for your race predictions. So we go 6th in Q1. So that was decent. That was a decent time. I remember you did that stream once. Oh, I did an Amazon stream. When I actually had money and I wanted to buy, like, stuff for my room. That was, I believe that was the day that I bought the Harambe poster that I still have up in my room right now. Do you believe if America's best athletes played football, they'd dominate every World Cup like they say? No. No. That's not how sport works, America. Because you are a good athlete at one sport, does not mean they would be a good athlete at another. Take Usain Bolt, for example. Just because he's the fastest man in the world over a 400-meter distance, doesn't mean he's good at football. Okay? So... yeah, you could do an eBay stream if you got rid of... if we got rid of capital... No, I couldn't, because the sole reason eBay exists is capitalism, so... Fuck! Yeah. Alright, we're gonna... So... Amir's saying we're gonna finish... We're gonna qualify in 2nd. Okay! And H. Huss thinks we're gonna get pole. Okay, guys, calm down. Calm down. Texas should succeed from the US. So one... We're gonna go out now. California should succeed from the US. No, seriously, like, California, as a state, have the 6th biggest economy in the world? Which is fucking mad when you think about it. But on a serious note, like, California should not succeed from the US. Like, the amount of stuff California need from the US and vice versa is, yeah, they wouldn't do a good job surviving without each other. But here we go, guys. Q2! We should get through. But we shall see. We'll see where we go in Q2. And, see how that sets us up for Q3. So remember, if we qualify into Q3, which we should, we will have to start the race on these tyres that we're on right now. And we go third! Holy shit, okay. Okay, we go third in Q2. I believe in you, my son! Alright, we only go third because Hamilton and Raikkonen both set times on the soft tyre. We are only... we're only a tenth off of Vettel at the moment. Did Ocon go out? Whoa! Was Ocon knocked out in Q1? Ocon was knocked out in Q1. I didn't even realise. I did not even realise. Okay, so Gasly, Van Dorn, Leclerc, Grosjean and Magnussen are out in Q2. So into Q3, Vettel, Ricciardo, us, Hamilton, Bottas, Raikkonen, Verstappen, Sainz, Hülkenberg and Alonso. Okie dokie then. Oh, okie dokie then. Also, you should have better reward tiers on Patreon. Nobody's going to donate $1 to have access to your private channel. I have... Okay, we've got a calling system error. That's cool. That's great. That's fun. I don't have anything to give people on Patreon. What do I have to offer people on Patreon? I don't. That's the problem. Like, I can't exactly go, oh, you'll get access to my videos like a day early or something, because I don't have videos. So, yeah. California is basically a Mexican state nowadays. I think the sensation, secessionists? Successionists. Wow, I'm retarded. In California, said they would give away half the state to the natives. Oh, okay. Are Force India any good IRL? They're okay. IRL, Force India, technically don't exist anymore. They went into administration, and then they got bought out by one of the... They got bought out by a driver's billionaire dad. So, that driver now has a seat for life, basically. But, yeah, so technically, the current Force India team that I'm racing for don't exist anymore. But they were decent. Like, they were a decent midfield team. Nowhere near where I am at the moment. Can we see back to... No, we can't. Yeah, nowhere near where I am at the moment. But they were decent. This is the reason I kind of want to... You struggled to read Successionists? You for real have dyslexia? I don't think I do, though. Like, I might have a mild form of dyslexia. Maybe. I may have mild dyslexia. But I don't really have problems with reading most words. It's just words that I haven't seen before I usually struggle with. Like successionists. Like, I haven't... As far as I remember, I have not seen the word successionists in my existence, so... you don't have to give anything, just say thanks for donating like other Patreons. I mean, I do have, like... I have a tier, which is, if people donated $1 a month, they get access to my private... my private Discord chat. And then I've just got, like, a place where you can just donate anything random. And obviously I say thanks both times, but... Yeah. I kind of don't... Oh! Yeah, that's about it. The thing is, I don't think anyone who watches me regularly, like you guys, really has the capability of giving money to me. Okay, we're gonna go out on track now. It's pronounced secessionists. Well, that's a dumb way of pronouncing it. It shouldn't be pronounced like that. Fuck the way people pronounce it. Alright, so we're gonna get 2 laps around Spain. You know what? It's weird. Usually I'm not very good around Spain. So to actually be good for once is a weird feeling. But here we go. Round Spain for qualifying with the high expectations that you guys have given me. And that was a fuck up straight away. So we're definitely gonna need that second lap. We fuck up instantly. Plug your Patreon more. Maybe try to collab with other people. Ooh. Ooh, collaborations. Last time I did collaborations, I met people and made friends. Ugh. But, like, who am I meant to collab with and on what? That's the thing. Like, what do you guys watch me for? I don't even know what you guys watch me for. That's like, ha! Alright, with our fucked up lap, we go 9th. We have 1 lap left. Although technically we have enough time to do two more laps. But I don't have the fuel to do 2 more laps, like if I go on fuel. Actually, no, I don't. I definitely don't have the fuel to do 2 more laps. Okay. At one stage, we were half a second up here. We're not half a second up anymore. So we improved the first corner. We haven't improved anything else. And I fucked that up so badly. Oh, I'm sorry guys. I fucked that up big time and we're only going to be P9. Because I do not have enough fuel. I doubt I have enough fuel for 1 more lap. We can try. But I think we're going to run out of fuel on this lap. And yet, we ran out of fuel.
Excellent lap. We're really pleased.
We ran out of fuel. You have failed us for the last time!
For the race tomorrow.
I'm sorry!
Quickly remind ourselves of our
Oh, we
top
could have done, but I feel I had enough in me to go 7th.
Grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself.
I had enough in me
Join
to
us
go
tomorrow,
7th.
where we'll be live with all
No
the
better
action.
than that, though,
And
because
until
look
then,
how fast
it's
everyone else
goodbye.
was. Jesus. But I feel we could have gone 7th. Where does F1 rank in the most popular European sports? I'm pretty sure F1, in terms of, like, well, at one point, I don't know, I know, like, years ago, F1 was ranked 3rd in terms of, like, sporting event popularity, because you had the Olympics, the World Cup, then F1, which sounds odd, but, I mean, in terms of, like, the free-to-view stuff was watched by loads of people, especially in places like Germany, where you had Michael Schumacher. But since F1 has moved behind a paywall in places like the UK and Italy, I don't know. I know viewership has dropped. So yeah. I think F1 is the second most popular sport behind football in Europe. I know basketball is pretty big in Spain and Eastern Europe. Collab with Koala, maybe Jay. Do you mean, by Jay, do you mean Welshie? Because Welshie's not even a YouTuber. Koala has a lot more subs than you. Maybe you could pull a couple hundred. You guys make pretty similar content. F1 is awesome. F1 is huge in Italy. Yeah, F1 is massive in Italy. Mainly due to Ferrari. Like, the fans they pull to the race in Italy is crazy. I mean, also, the UK is also a massive hub for F1. A lot of... Wait, what? The mechanics have done a good job. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would say Italy and the UK are probably the two biggest places for F1 in terms of viewership. Then probably places like Germany, the Netherlands, because of people like Max Verstappen. I'm not quite sure what viewership is in Finland, but I imagine it's quite high, because they've had world champions like Häkkinen and Raikkonen. I know that Spain actually isn't too big on F1, even though Fernando Alonso raised the popularity of F1 in Spain. Like, there was a interview, like, not an interview, but a special on where people went, like, F1 people went to Spain and asked citizens in Barcelona what they thought of Alonso, and a lot of people thought they were talking about Xabi Alonso and didn't actually know who Fernando Alonso was. So, but 99% of people in the UK know who Lewis Hamilton is, or they've at least heard of Lewis Hamilton. They might not know what F1 is, but they've heard of Lewis Hamilton. H-Hus dude, nobody in Eastern Europe cares about F1, and that's coming from an Eastern European. I said basketball was big in Eastern Europe, not F1. F1 more Europe, Western Europe, and sometimes Nordic. The thing with F1 is it's a very, unlike football, which is like the workers' sport, because anyone can play football. F1 is a very high-end sport where only rich people get to participate. So a lot of countries that don't have that kind of, you know, have a very poor living standard compared to Western European countries. They don't have that the same kind of, you know, affection towards F1. I mean, you just have to look at the drivers on the grid, and the only Eastern European driver is Sergei Sorokin, and he's from Russia, and Russia is full of money, so... Australia loves F1 as well, yep. Hey, Des, where's that what movie? What? What's this movie you're on about? Football is a workers' sport. Football will destroy capital. Nah, capitalism is fucking with football, man. Capitalism is fucking football in the arse. Yes, it's like ice hockey with it being a rich sport. That's like, football is so easy to get into. That's what's great about it. That's why it's the most popular sport in the world. You literally, the only thing you need to play football is a football, and you don't even fucking need a football. You can play football with a bottle. That is how easy football is to play. Eastern Europe is the worst part of Europe. Wow. 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 Football is the most capitalistic sport. It's not. It's not. It's not. I mean, when you compare it to F1, American sports, it really isn't. Like, football is the most socialist sport there is. Because, like I say, anyone who has feet can play football. So... But, like, football, high-level football is getting fucked by capitalism. Sponsorships, the amount of money that is going into football right now, the amount of exploitation that clubs do to their fans, making Arsenal fans pay, like, £2,000 for a season ticket is fucking disgusting. But that's what happens when people see they can make money out of something, so... do you like WRC? I've never really watched, Rally. Which is weird. I used to... probably the closest I've got to Rally is I used to play the Colin McRae game back on the PS2. So, that was a thing. Ouch! Don't mind me! You're kind of right. The unemployment rate here is like 25%, and among young people it's 51%. The rich get richer, teams do shit, get punished, and not rewarded like NFL and NBA. You know what? What was it? I think NFL and NBA... I think it might be the NBA is actually the richest sport in the world. Or the richest league, sporting league in the world. Which is shocking when you consider how many people watch... how many people watch the Premier League. But that just shows you how monetized American sports is. So, because even with the lower viewership and the isolation of the sport, it's still, you know, the richest sporting league in the world. Anyway, we are going to Spain. We're already in Spain. We've already done stuff in Spain. But we are going to start the Spanish Grand Prix round the Circuit de Catalunya. Since Crofty's not talking, it's a 16 corner track. Blah-de-blah. All that kind of stuff. here is the grid. Does anyone have a grid penalty? Do we move up because anyone's got a grid penalty? We shall see. Oh, Ricciardo's second. What? I didn't notice that earlier. Ricciardo is second. Where? Oh, Lewis Hamilton must have a penalty because we've moved up to 8th. Lewis Hamilton has a grid penalty and goes from pole to 11th. Jesus. Ocon, our teammate, is only 16th. So, yeah. Why does Brendan Hartley look like a skeleton? He looks like Skeletor. That's fucking creepy. But, alright, race strategy. 2-stop. Can we... If we take that to a medium, can we... Oh my god, okay. So apparently we can't manage... We won't be able to manage a 1-stop, according to this. A 2-stop is the best we can do. If we're gonna... How long are we going on those? 6. So... Six. Oh, okay, so that's quicker. Apparently going soft, going super soft, soft is quicker than going super soft, medium. Wow, okay. What fuel have we got? 36 laps of fuel! Fuck off. 33.5 laps of fuel. Damn, this is actually really difficult. I guess we'll go with the strategy they gave us. Super. I don't know. Ah! I'm guessing we can't make it to the end on softs. No. Softs won't go as long as those mediums do. Those mediums are doing... Oh my god. Yeah, I guess we're going to go super soft. Damn. Okay. Who actually came up with hockey? What stick person thought of hitting a small circle? Hockey's like really skill-based. It's so weird. Like, I can imagine... Like... It doesn't seem weird to control a ball with your foot, but controlling a puck with a stick, like, the stick's not even part of your body. That just seems really weird. NBA doesn't get lower viewership. It's very worldwide low. It's because the Premier League doesn't have that huge ad revenue after every time out, like in NBA. Yeah, no, but the Premier League has a... Compared to NBA, the Premier League viewership is fucking massive. Like, the Premier League trumps every other sports league in the world for viewership. But, like you say, NBA is so monetized with during the timeouts, during all of the quarters. There's so much advertisement, along with there being advertisement during the game as well. That's what gives it so much money. But compared to... Damon, you should buy a Soviet flag on Amazon and just hang it behind you. Yes. We're gonna... When I get money, when I have money to spend, we will do an Amazon shop again and buy some Soviet meme stuff. Okay. So here we go then. Starting P8 for the Spanish Grand Prix. We're gonna try a 2-stop. That was a really, like, we got a lot of wheel spin off the start, but somehow we've still got a fairly decent start here. We're going to try up the inside of the Renault.
That's a strong start.
And we've already made up, from 8th, we've made it up to 6th, but we've gone wide. We hit the Renault. He's going up our inside. It'll be the outside of this corner. And we stick it out and stay in 6th place. I think after seeing the times in qualifying, I think 6th is about what we're aiming for here. Unless we can, like, somehow take advantage of the guys ahead of us. Like, unless these guys have issues. That was really feisty move on Verstappen, and now I didn't even hit Verstappen. What the fuck are you on about? Yeah. And Verstappen's now already 1.5 seconds ahead. Sainz, with that Renault engine, is going to try and overtake us on the straight. But we stay ahead. We've gone wide. But we stay in 6th place. Jesus Christ. This is, yeah. It's basically just me fucking up right now. I fucked up that attempt on Verstappen. Like, really badly. Like, that there wasn't even really a gap to go for, and I still tried it. So that's what's messed us up here. And that's why we're so far behind the Red Bull already. I think 6th is the best we can do unless there are issues with the guys ahead of us. And remember, we've still got Hamilton, who's going to try and come through the field. So, and we're on a 2-stop. There'll be guys behind us on 1-stops. I know Hamilton's on a 1-stop because he qualified on the soft tyres. Bottas, I believe, qualified on the soft tyres as well. So, I think both Mercedes might do a 1-stop. So that that leaves us with a bit of an issue. Because we've got to try and then be the better of the 2-stopping guys. But I feel like the guys on the 1-stop are going to get the advantage on us here. So we're going to have to really fight for 6th here. Which I know seems kind of bad compared to previous races where we've finished 2nd and we've won the last 2. But, I mean, this is realistically... I mean, even 6th is kind of better than what we should be achieving. So... I'm happy to fight for 6th, really. But where do you guys think we're gonna finish? I want to know. I know I've already said that I think we're finishing 6th, at best. But where do you guys think? Because you guys usually say higher up than I expect, and then usually I finish higher up than you guys predict. So, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? We're definitely doing better than the... I can speak English. We are definitely doing better than the Renaults right now. That was a corner cut, apparently. Even though I think I lost time doing that, but oh well. I have an itchy eye. What's that? I think James asked me what I thought of the Belgian Grand Prix. I know a lot of people thought it was really boring. I thought it was alright. Like, I quite liked the strategy element to it. Like, the first corner incident was an absolute madness. And the whole, like, the permutations for the championship as well kept me interested enough. Plus, there were actually, like, people were comparing it to Canada, But there were actually fights going on at some points through the field, so it actually wasn't terrible.
It is 2.1 seconds.
We're actually saving fuel on the standard mixture. So that's... Oh, Verstappen's in! Verstappen has pitted. And you know what? We're going to go on Rich Mix right now. We're going to try and outpace Verstappen and see if we can overcut him.
You've moved up to 5th.
First. Okay. Someone says that we're going to finish him first. I'm trying to read the chat as best I can. But yeah. Alright, yeah, since we're actually saving fuel on standard in this race, I'm gonna go rich for 2 laps until we pit.
Somewhere on the ICE, be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
And as you can hear by my engineer, we do have some wear issues on the engine. If I can get that up. There you go. So our internal combustion engine, the ICE, is 68% worn. For anyone who is curious, like, the max is obviously 100%, but 100% means, like, the engine is fully dead. Like, our engine could go kaput before it reaches 100% wear. And everyone's into the pit now.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Okay, so, yeah. We're on Rich Mix, trying to go as fast as possible. We're basically trying to do a qualifying lap. So, let's see. We're 2 tenths down on the fastest time through there. Or our fastest time, I believe that is. We'll see where we come out compared to Verstappen. Because that's who we're racing right now. We are racing Max Verstappen for 5th place. 5th place? Yeah, it's 5th place. So, yeah, pressure! This is bloody 33 laps, Jesus. Well, did he just say pit this lap? Is that what he said? He said please, so...
7 seconds.
It's 33 laps, but the laps are shorter. Like, this is the shortest lap that we've had so far this season, a 1:23, compared to, like, Bahrain, which is high 1:30s, I believe. So yeah, that crash was scary. At least Charles Leclerc is okay. Yeah, that crash was freaking insane. But here we go. We're in the pits now. We are in the pits. It is a 2.3 second pit stop. Where is Max Verstappen? I think Hamilton's come into the pit. Verstappen has taken us. Okay. We've been overtaken by Max Verstappen. That's not worked out how we wanted it to. Verstappen did get the undercut on us, but he's currently caught in traffic. All of the guys who have pitted are caught in traffic. So, yeah. This is now going to be interesting. Hamilton's already pitted. That is bizarre. So is Hamilton doing a 2-stop? I thought Hamilton qualified on soft tyres. Hey yo, yo, Twitch people, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I wish I could read your names right now, but I'm trying to concentrate on driving. Anyway, welcome to the Spanish Grand Prix. We are in the Force India, as you can see, trying to do our best. Wow, these guys are really getting held up. I believe they're behind the Williams cars. So that might, yeah, they are behind the Williams. So that's Bottas behind the Williams of, I think, Sorokin. So that's what's holding these guys up. And damn, they are slow. So here, on the pit straight, we might be able to take them. So that is Exis 10 CE and Moldrop 4K. How's it going? How are you guys doing? I'm sorry if I don't talk to you guys directly a lot during this race, because as you can see, I'm trying to focus. We're going to try up the inside of both Sorokin and Ricciardo. And we pull off the move. There we go. That was brilliant. So we're now ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. Bottas has got past Ericsson. Verstappen is getting held up though. So we're going to get a chance at the other Red Bull, possibly on this straight coming up. And we're going to get DRS as well. We've got DRS. We try a dive up the inside. And we pull it off on the Sauber and the Red Bull. Up into P10 at the moment. Chasing down Valtteri Bottas. Damn. Alright. My worry is, though, that the guys who didn't qualify in the top 10 are all on a one-stop. So, like, they technically have a pit stop advantage on us. My other worry is that Verstappen behind us, now that he's not being held up by the Sauber, is going to try and overtake us. So, yeah. Although Bottas is going to get held up by our teammate here. That's it, Esteban. Hold Bottas up for us. Okay, that was a bad exit on that corner. We're going to get DRS though. Verstappen fell back a bit. I don't know how. Bottas is going to try a dive on Ocon, but it's not going to work. We're now right on the back of Valtteri Bottas. So I think our best opportunity is to wait for the pit straight. And then use DRS now to try and catch the Mercedes. And we're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Bottas is locked up. And we have come out ahead of both Ocon and Bottas into P8. So the Ferraris actually got the advantage there, because Bottas was leading this Grand Prix before the pit stops, and the Ferraris are now the guys furthest ahead. So this is interesting. I feel like this is Hartley and Leclerc ahead of us now. They should be easy pickings, hopefully. Especially Brendan Hartley, who looks super duper slow. We're going to have to go around the outside as he forces us round. We still have to stick to the outside. It becomes the inside for this long corner. And we get the move done up into P7 now as we chase down Charles Leclerc. And I think the McLaren that was ahead of the Ferraris has now pitted. It may be Alonso. No, it was Van Dorn, actually. And there's another car in the pits. It's Magnussen. So, we have Leclerc in P4. Then both Ferraris in P3 and P2. And I have no idea who is leading this Grand Prix. I have no idea who's in the lead. And it's the other Haas of Romain Grosjean. So Grosjean leads ahead of both Ferraris. Grosjean is going to need to pit. We're stuck behind Leclerc right now, but we get good traction out of the corner. And before the straight, we are able to get Charles Leclerc. And now we can go after both Ferrari. I doubt we're going to catch the Ferraris, though. I doubt we're going to catch the Ferraris. I've just seen Exis call me enthusiastic. Thank you! Thank you! I take that as a compliment. I try to, because otherwise it's just cars going Neum! And that's not interesting. Well, it is. Slightly interesting. It's not as interesting as having a guy shout at cars that are going Neum. And Grosjean now pits. So the Ferraris lead 1-2. Sebastian Vettel sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We are up into 3rd place here. So things are looking good. But the Haas cars of Grosjean and Magnussen may get us on strategy alone. Because we still have a pit stop to do. And they are now going to be on fresher tyres. But I believe that both Haas are going to have to go onto the medium tyres. Whereas we're currently on softs. And our next pit stop will be for softs as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. And Bottas is going to chase us down here. So at the moment, I think we are battling it out for P3. I do not see us, unless the Ferraris have an issue, I do not see us catching the Ferraris. Which is somewhat disappointing, but that's just the brakes. I'm going to ask our engineer pit strategy. Pit stop information. No? Pit stop information.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left. Your pit window will open in 7 laps' time.
Alright, so we've got 7 more laps on these soft tyres. So that's how far we're going. And I feel like Bottas might catch us and take us within that time.
0.6 seconds.
You sound as enthusiastic as those Formula 1 commentators on lap 1. Okay, so that's the full comment that you were saying. Thank you! Again, I really do take that as a compliment. And you know what? Formula 1 commentators should... You know what? That's one thing, like, British commentators do not sound as enthusiastic as, like, American commentators do. Like, when I hear American commentators on football, they always sound so excited. So, British commentators need to take a lesson out of American commentators' books when it comes to being enthusiastic for sport. Although this is really doing a number on my throat. I should have had a drink ready. But oh well. I will live on, and my throat can die as we fudge sickles as we try to get 3rd here. I need to not do a dodgy corner like that again, because Bottas will take full advantage, almost certainly. I am kind of worried that because the Mercedes is super duper quick on a pit straight. Like, oh my god, you can see what I mean. Bottas with rocket-like speed takes us for 3rd. Oh, he's messing up again! Bottas locks up into the 1st corner once again, meaning we stay in P3. He was like a rocket on the pit straight, but he locks up for the 2nd time into the 1st corner here. And it allows us to stick in P3. I believe he's now got Max Verstappen in the Red Bull trying to have a go at him. And if he's put a flat spot into those soft tyres, that could be a worry for him. He did pit, I believe, a lap before we did. So he'll probably pit a lap before we do again, I imagine. But if those tyres are flat spotted, he might have an issue. So far, I think we're managing the tyres quite well. And fuel, like I say, currently, being on standard fuel mix, we are saving fuel. So, when it comes time to do a pit stop again, I am going to go onto rich fuel mix to try and get like a hammer time-esque lap in. Oh, Ocon's into the pits. I believe that's Ocon's first pit stop of the race. So he went for quite a long first stint there, Esteban. But Ocon's into the pits for the first time. Ocon isn't going to have a good race by the looks of things. He started 16th. And he's pitted from, I believe he was like 8th or 7th or 8th when we overtook him. So, not positive signs for Esteban. But we can carry the team. That's what we're here for. I'm gone for the night. See ya. Thanks for coming, Exis. I hope you enjoyed what little of the stream you saw anyway. Don't forget to follow the Twitch channel if you want to catch more. I stream almost every single day. On that topic, though, I won't be streaming Friday, guys. So, what's it? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow's going to be a late stream because I'm working late. I know today's a late stream anyway, but yeah, tomorrow's stream is... Oh my god, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I did not realise it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But it'll be a late stream for Wednesday, which is today. I know it's today, but I'm just... Because technically this is meant to be Tuesday's stream. So, yeah. Wednesday is going to be a late stream because I am working late. Thursday should be normal time. I might try and compensate. So, I might do like a double stream tomorrow. Because I've got the day off as well, it means I can stream earlier. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. But I might compensate for not streaming on Friday. Because I am going out Friday. I am going out and getting pissed Friday. So, that's a thing. I'm not just going out and getting pissed late, though. I'm, like, going out during the day. And I'm getting my hair dyed. I'm gonna dye my hair again. Because I fucking hate having basic bitch hair. Like, having my normal hair color is fucking awful. I hate it. So I'm gonna dye my hair again. Now that I've got a new job, I can. Because at my old job, they wouldn't let me dye my hair. So, yeah.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
So we're gonna dye my hair Friday. No stream Friday as I'm gonna be out. There should be a stream Saturday though. Because, well, I'm off. There should be a stream every day apart from Friday and Tuesday because I'm also out Tuesday night. Because my best friend is leaving to go to uni in Cambridge, which is really fucking sad, and I'm really gonna miss her. But yeah, we're going out and getting pissed in London, which is gonna be fucking expensive. Because I'm pretty sure London is the most expensive city in the world. Something like that. It's definitely in, like, the top 3 most expensive cities in the world. So, yeah. That was an odd conversation that I got onto. Basically, oh my god, I messed up that corner so badly. That was the long way of me telling you I'm not streaming Friday or Tuesday night. Okay? What F1 team do you support? I don't really support an F1 team. I used to like McLaren a lot because of Jenson Button. Like, Jenson Button is the only driver I've ever supported. I used to like Lewis Hamilton when I was younger, but that's only because my mum liked Lewis Hamilton. I don't like Lewis Hamilton anymore. Like, I don't hate Lewis, but I don't like him. Yeah, Jenson Button's the only driver I've ever supported. Yeah, like I say, I used to support McLaren mainly because of Jenson. But, like, right now I hate McLaren because they've wasted 4 years of Fernando Alonso's career, and now he's not going to be in the sport next year. So they make me kind of hate them. Just for them being shit. So yeah, I don't really support a team. I like, in terms of teams I like Ferrari, I like Red Bull, I like Force India, I like Sauber as well. They're just teams that I like, but I mean, I don't support any of them. I'm really just a neutral when it comes to F1. Alright, so oh my god, okay, I did not realise that cars had pitted, so Raikkonen's in the pits. Raikkonen has pitted for for medium tyres. Right now, Kevin Magnussen is in second place. He's already pitted, and although Magnussen's on soft tyres, so Magnussen might actually be on a two-stop strategy. I have no idea. I was expecting Magnussen to be on mediums, but Magnussen looks like he's on a two-stop strategy now. So Raikkonen is on medium tyres, having just pitted. So he's in the prime position to win the Grand Prix. But we're going to pit, and oh shit, I should have gone to Rich Mix. We're going to pit, and we're going to be on soft... Oh my gosh, I almost fucking lost it there. We're going to pit, and we're going to be on soft tyres, so we're going to be on a softer set of tyres than Raikkonen. So that is...
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
That would have been interesting if I hadn't just fucking put it in the wall. Fuck's sake! When Brits say I'm getting pissed, I know what they mean, but all I can think of is, like, them getting angry. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Ferrari, for me, Michael Schumacher. Yeah, Michael Schumacher was awesome, but, like... Oh, fuck's sake, man. I'm sorry to you guys for me crashing out. That was turning into an interesting race. But I had to go fuck it up. Wow, sorry guys. We have crashed out of the Spanish Grand Prix. We crashed out in Australia. We've crashed out in Spain. Ferrari went on to win the race. Ah, Vettel won the race.
What set them apart from the competition here?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament.
I'm so fucking annoyed.
When everyone around them is losing
I'm so fucking annoyed.
Allow them to get the best out of the car, to maximize the strategy, and to stay
I'm
out
so
of trouble.
pissed with myself. You're a failure! Wow, you sound like my parents.
So here they come now. Out
Oh,
onto
I'm
the
so
podium.
fucking
Wherever you
retarded.
go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
Ah. Once again, guys, I'm just gonna drown my sorrows in orange juice. My throat is so dead.
Here's how things look in the
After you won 2 races, you crashed. Yeah, I'm fucking dumb.
After an excellent result.
And do you know what's great? The next race is Monaco. And I have never been good at Monaco in any F1 game, and I almost always crash.
Quick, clean, and in control. It was everything you could ask for.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. We saw a different
So,
form from the championship
Vettel and Raikkonen complete a Ferrari 1-2.
Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull
Bottas finishes 3rd, Verstappen 4th, Ricciardo in 5th. Magnussen makes up 4 places to finish 6th. Alonso finishes 7th for McLaren. Hamilton recovers from 11th to just 8th. Hulkenberg 9th, and Carlos Sainz in 10th. When you get money, get a Soviet flag, a North Korean flag, and a portrait of Stalin. I might get a Soviet flag. I probably won't get a North Korean flag. That's... Nah, fam. We're gonna just take a look at the standings. So we go from the top... You know what? Looking at that, we go from top of the championship down to 3rd, but we're only 4 points off. I expect us to drop down quite a bit. but we're only 4 points off after crashing out of this race, and we crashed out of the first race as well. Force India, though, have dropped down in the championship in terms of constructors. Red Bull have jumped us, and Haas have jumped Sauber as well.
Well, things didn't really go your way today. Tell us what happened.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
No comment.
That crash looked pretty serious. Can you walk me through what happened?
The car just didn't feel right. The lost downforce power. It's nothing the car shouldn't be able to take. No comment.
Well, thanks anyway.
She seemed so pissed off that I didn't answer her questions. Oh, I'm fucking dumb, man. We're still leading our rivalry with Esteban Ocon, but our reputation takes a massive hit.
What on earth was that performance?
Fuck off, Emma!
This isn't bumper cars at the fairground. Your results and conduct here matter, so pay more attention.
Nah, Emma, shut the fuck up!
To new historic events, you'll be able to choose whether or not to participate.
Absolute bumper clot.
Remember to select a driver that you consider your rival.
Okay,
on the rivalry
so
on the workstation.
now we have the opportunity to select a rival. We're already rivals with Esteban Ocon, our teammate. We get to choose a driver that we're going to be a rival with now.
Respect you for succeeding.
Our 5 options are Bottas, Raikkonen, Hamilton, Hartley and Gasly. So how this works is that little star symbol and the number is how much reputation I will gain if I beat these guys in the rivalry. The better the driver, or I imagine it's the higher in the championship the driver is, the more reputation I gain. The problem here being that Bottas, Hamilton and Raikkonen are in Mercedes and Ferraris. I'm not gonna fucking beat them. So I have to go for Pierre Gasly, because otherwise it's unrealistic. Like, I'm not gonna beat them. Yeah. That's about it. I once again apologise for having a shitty race weekend. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the next race weekend and I'm gonna up the difficulty. So, for Monaco, I'm gonna put race settings, AI difficulty. I'm gonna go 103 because I'm currently doing like a side career, just a fun career with like a 5-lap race on 105, and I didn't get a good feel for it, like in terms of testing it. I'm gonna go 103 and see how that does. Okay? So next time we play this, oh, I could have just changed it there. Yeah, next time we play, we're going to be on 103 difficulty for the Monaco Grand Prix, which once again, I'm fucking terrible at. So, yeah, I shall see you guys late tomorrow for the Monaco Grand Prix. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, if you did, leave a like on the stream, or if you're on Twitch, follow my account so you can get, you know, updates on all stuff. If you are new, follow, subscribe, check out the links in the description. There is Twitter, there is Discord. If you'd like to go to my Discord, become part of the cancer that is my Discord server, or go to my Twitter, follow me on Twitter. You can see me talk about absolute shit. Also, down there is my Patreon. If you would like to give me money so I am not a pauper anymore, that would be cool. But yes, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Have a great day, night, evening, Hanukkah, Christmas, Hallapalooza, and I shall see you later. I'm going to leave it for like a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, a couple seconds, because I know it cuts me off. But yeah,